Rumors are swirling everywhere right now. People are saying Keith Urban might be romantically linked to his own guitarist, Maggie Baugh. And get this, it's all happening right in the middle of his split from Nicole Kidman. But here's where things take a twist. A close friend of Nicole has just spoken out, completely denying the claims. So what's really going on here? So here's how it started. A few days ago, social media lit up with clips from Keith Urban's latest tour performances, and people noticed something. During several shows, he and guitarist Maggie Baugh seemed unusually close on stage, the kind of chemistry that makes fans pause the video and hit replay. You know how the internet works. Within hours, TikTok was flooded with side-by-side clips of them performing together, smiling, leaning in close, and laughing during songs. Now, to some, it looked like harmless stage energy, but to others, it looked like something more. And that's when the rumors began to snowball. Comments flooded in saying things like, "No wonder Nicole filed for divorce," and "You can tell they've got history." Pretty soon, entertainment blogs picked it up, and the headlines wrote themselves. But here's the twist. While everyone was speculating online, Nicole Kidman's close friend came forward to shut it all down, saying the entire story is false and completely out of proportion. Still, you know how these things go. When people start denying rumors, it often makes everyone look even closer. What do you think? When you see celebrities laughing together on stage like that, does it always mean something more? Let me know down below.
Before we go deeper, let's talk about who Maggie Baugh is. If you're not familiar, she's a rising country musician. And not just a guitarist. She's a violinist, songwriter, and performer who's worked with several big artists in Nashville. She joined Keith Urban's touring band last year and quickly became one of his standout musicians, thanks to her stage presence and energy. Fans describe her as the spark of Keith's shows. She's got charisma, confidence, and she knows how to connect with a crowd, which is probably why this rumor exploded so fast. But here's where it gets interesting. Maggie has always spoken highly of Keith in interviews. She once said that playing alongside him was a dream come true, and that he's one of the most inspiring mentors in country music. Still, fans are reading between the lines now. Some claim that her admiration for him might have crossed interpersonal territory, though again, that's speculation. And even if it's not true, it's clear that the internet has made up its mind.
The thing that makes this rumor believable to so many fans isn't just what's being said, it's when it's being said. Because think about it. Keith Urban and Nicole Kidman announced their separation just weeks ago. And almost immediately after, Maggie started getting more attention than ever before. People noticed that Keith seemed extra energetic on stage, smiling more, and even making small talk with Maggie during performances, moments that fans caught on camera. Then, a few behind-the-scenes photos from the tour surfaced, showing Keith and Maggie traveling together with the band. Totally normal in the industry, but the gossip blogs ran with it. Too comfortable, too close, too soon. Those were the phrases popping up everywhere. Now, sources close to Nicole have insisted that the split had nothing to do with another woman. One insider even told E! News that their separation was simply the result of distance and different priorities. But even that statement didn't stop the speculation. In fact, it made people dig deeper. Because if it wasn't another woman, then why did Keith suddenly seem to move on emotionally so fast? That's the question fans can't stop asking.
Here's where things take a turn. Nicole hasn't publicly addressed the Maggie Baugh rumors at all. Instead, she's been focusing on her daughter, Sunday Rose, traveling and attending events like Paris Fashion Week. But let's be honest, even without saying a word, Nicole's body language has people talking. At recent appearances, she's been smiling, but fans say she looks emotionally distant and tired behind the eyes. One report even claimed that Nicole was devastated by how fast Keith moved on, even if it's just gossip. And when you think about it, after nearly 2 decades of marriage, that kind of heartbreak doesn't just fade overnight. Still, Nicole's close friend told the Daily Mail that she's trying to rise above it all, saying, Nicole is focusing on her kids and her work. She's hurt, yes, but she's not dwelling on rumors. She's stronger than people think. It's a classy response, but fans are reading between the lines again. Is she just being strong publicly while dealing with heartbreak behind the scenes? What do you think? Do public figures really move on that easily?
Now, here's the part everyone's curious about. What does Keith Urban himself have to say about all this? Well, officially, nothing. He hasn't addressed the rumors directly, his team hasn't released a statement, and Maggie Baugh hasn't commented either. But fans are pointing to something subtle. Keith's social media posts. In one of his latest captions, he wrote, "Grateful for the people who make the music mean something." To most people, it's just a generic post. But to gossip lovers, it sounded like a message, maybe even a quiet nod to Maggie, who's become a core part of his performances. Some even pointed out that his new single, Straight Line, includes lyrics like "burning out in circles, trying to find a way back." Could it be a message about his marriage? Or is it just artistic coincidence? You decide.
So let's go back to the denial. Nicole's friend says the rumor about Keith and Maggie is absolutely false. But as we've seen 100 times in Hollywood, a denial doesn't always end a rumor. Sometimes it just adds fuel. Remember when Olivia Rodrigo denied dating Zach Bia? Or when Harry Styles said he wasn't with Olivia Wilde? People didn't stop speculating. If anything, the internet dug deeper. And now it's happening again. Some entertainment insiders are saying that even if there's nothing romantic going on, the optics are still messy. Because let's face it, when you're newly separated and constantly seen laughing and sharing emotional songs with your guitarist, people are going to talk.
Now, here's something most people haven't heard yet. According to Music Radar, people close to Maggie Baugh have privately said she's been overwhelmed by the attention and that she's focused only on her career. One friend claimed Maggie sees Keith as a mentor and nothing more, adding that the speculation has made things awkward and unfair. And that's understandable. She's a rising artist, and the last thing she wants is to be labeled as the other woman in someone else's marriage drama. Still, whether she likes it or not, her name is now tied to one of Hollywood's biggest breakups of the year.
As for Nicole and Keith, both are reportedly trying to keep things civil for the sake of their two daughters, Sunday Rose and Faith Margaret. They've agreed to joint custody, with Nicole being the primary guardian, according to legal documents obtained by E!News. But even though things seem calm on paper, insiders say emotions are still raw. Keith is said to be leaning on his music to get through the breakup, while Nicole has thrown herself into filming her upcoming project with director Taylor Sheridan. And here's a little extra tea. Rumor has it that Nicole has already been approached by several major outlets for a tell-all interview. If that happens, we might finally hear her side of the story. Would you watch that interview? Because I definitely would. When you think about it, this whole situation shows how fast celebrity narratives can spiral. One video clip, one social media post, and suddenly two people are accused of an affair. But truth might be completely innocent, or it might not be. But either way, the public fascination says a lot about how invested we are in celebrity relationships. Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban were once the picture-perfect couple. Beautiful, successful, and devoted. And now, their love story has turned into one of Hollywood's most talked about breakups. So here's where things stand right now. Nicole's friend says the rumors about Keith and Maggie are false. Maggie hasn't commented, Keith is staying quiet, and the internet? Well, the internet is doing what it does best, speculating, dissecting, and waiting for the next move. As for Nicole, she's keeping her head high, showing up to events with grace, and reminding everyone why she's one of Hollywood's classiest stars. And Keith? He's doing what he's always done, putting his emotions into his music. But between the songs, the glances, and the timing, something tells me this story isn't over yet. So what do you think? Is this just another Hollywood rumor? Or could there be something deeper happening behind the scenes? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'm really curious what you think about this one.
If you want to stay updated on this story and every major celebrity twist that hits Hollywood, make sure to subscribe, because the next few weeks are going to be very interesting, and I'll be right here breaking it all down for you.